Right.
said, it was fun, seeing Edge back out there. Then
Doing his thing.
and then of course there's it seems like Edge and Randy Orton, they seem to like they're going to kind of team up together,
Right.
and then you see Edge or Randy Orton kind of ducking down, and you're thinking he's trying to creep up.
Yeah, he
and
looked
give
like he was giving an
RKO
RKO.
to Edge, and Edge catches him.
He just wanted to welcome him back.
Yeah. Oh, no. He plays it off like he didn't mean to do nothing. Oh, I'm sorry. I was just.
And then
And of course, Edge just grabs and eliminates
tosses
him.
his ass
And then,
out.
like, when he yells to him after he does it, he's like, "I've been around too long. I know you. I know how you work." So.
That's it. Well, now
But yeah, and ultimately,
I'm so
the
glad.
guy who I called to win the Rumble
Yep.
won the Rumble.
You did.
Drew
You did
McIntyre.
say. And I mean,
Even though everyone, all the stuff was leaning towards Roman winning,
again,
I still said Drew was going to win.
to me,
Roman was the second guy, the second to last guy.
right, but to me though, and this is nothing to take away from Roman, fantastic performer. They don't need to do it.
Well,
Vince,
in
because
defense-
Vince has to push new guys.
I understand, man, but
You
Roman, they have not been pushing Roman. Roman hasn't been involved in the
No,
world
he's
title
been-
scene.
He's been
For
more
over a
He's
year.
doing more of the side storylines.
Right. So, I
Keeping
mean,
him
look,
in the top.
It's
spot,
been a year
but-
since he was involved in that stuff. I mean, you can't. He is a top guy. I'm sorry. He's going to be involved.
Real quick.
In the world title scene,
Real quick,
whether it be Universal or World.
do you think Roman Reigns may be the one to challenge the Fiend at WrestleMania?
I've heard rumor of that.
Could he be the first one to beat the Fiend? I could see that happening. I would be okay with that happening.
I could see Roman beating him at Mania.
Roman was the man to do it. The Fiend is being looked at as this invincible being. But I don't want to get off topic with that, but I'm just saying, I could see that happening. But the Rumble was good. All in all, man, the pay-per-view, that was one of the best damn pay-per-views I've seen in a while.
Oh man, yeah.
Survivor Series was good too. I loved Survivor
I
Series.
would rate it an 8.5 out of 10.
You know what? I'm gonna go with that too. I would say
That Rumble definitely.
that Rumble was
And
good.
then of course, the following night on Raw,
Yeah, let's
some of the
touch base on
repercussions of that bleeding over.
the fallout.
The fallout, yeah.
Yeah.
You have Drew coming out in a handicap match against the OC, which he
Brutalized.
just destroyed him. So that's
Did a double pin.
So that's kind of helping to put Drew over, even more. But then of course Brock come out and F5'd him because Drew did announce that Brock is who he's going after.
With by the way, not even a hesitation. He just came out and said Brock Lesnar.
Oh, you know what? We forgot to mention too. AJ Styles getting his shoulder dislocated.
AJ Styles, I don't know how long he's going to be out.
They're saying they hope that he can be that they're hoping he'll be back by Mania.
Right on.
So yeah,
Let's
he dislocated his shoulder in that match.
The thing is, man, he
Landed awkwardly.
Well, and I heard there was another injury too.
Beth Phoenix, of course.
Well, yeah, she's injured, but it's a blank, folks. I can't remember.
Well, Monday Night Raw, Andrade got hurt. But the truth of that
He's been a bad
Andrade
boy.
is currently serving a 30-day suspension
for the
wellness policy violation. But luckily, Paul Heyman is still
fond of him.
high on Andrade, so they didn't strip him of the title. He's gonna keep his title.
Well, and Vince has the final say, so
But
Vince is probably okay with it.
he's serving 30 days for a wellness violation. So that's why they wrote him off, with the injury.
Yeah, but no offense to their wellness violation. If you take something that's not even, it could be something as simple as like something like creatine that hasn't been approved yet.
Yeah.
So they say, okay,
well, I don't know.
I don't know their rules and
speculate on
guidelines.
what their policies are
no.
because I don't know.
I don't know either.
What's allowed, what's not.
Did he take something? I don't know.
I did learn though that marijuana is not the wrestlers are not
tagged for it.
They're not. Well, basically, if they were to test positive for pot, they're not going to get a wellness violation policy. They're not going to get suspended, nothing like that. They will get a $2,500 fine. You know, and then they'll go from there.
Which Vince will probably just take off their paycheck for the month.
Yeah. Just a little something in regards to the wellness policy, so we know it wasn't.
Damn, that's one hell of an expensive blunt, bro.
Yeah.
$2,500. Hope it's worth it.
Some of those guys can afford it.
I think so. But yeah, and honestly, on Raw, that was the fallout. Well, let's just go real quick. Randy Orton and Edge.
Yeah.
Randy Orton came out and made it sound like he wanted to reunite RKO one last time, or Rated RKO one last time, and then, of course, out of nowhere, Randy hits the RKO, lands Edge to the mat,
and then proceeds to beat him with a chair.
Yeah, gave him a concerto.
Yes,
something we haven't seen in a very long time.
Edge with his bad neck gets a concerto from Randy Orton.
That's it. So, ladies and gentlemen, that's how they're going to go.
Randy Orton tweeted a picture of him mid-swing with a chair down on Edge, and all the caption said was, "Imagine that." That's Randy Orton for you.
So Randy obviously has turned heel.
You know what? To go back to the Rumble, just something else I just happened to think about. There was a moment that made me laugh.
Go ahead, Bill.
Shelton Benjamin.
Yeah.
When he comes out, because Shelton Benjamin and Brock, they went to school. They trained together. They went to school together at the University of Minnesota.
They
used to ride together. They roomed together. They used to ride together.
They were best friends in school.
So when he comes out, Brock's looking all happy, and
Paul
Heyman's hugging Shelton Benjamin outside the ring, and he gets in the ring, and him and Brock hug, and they're talking, and it looks like they're making plans like, yeah, me and you, man.
We'll screw them all
up. We'll double team. We'll take them out as they come down. And as soon as Benjamin turned his back, Brock grabs him and throws him out.
That was it.
And then just laughs. I thought that made me laugh. I got a kick out of that one.
No, we should be.
So.
But real quick, let's just touch on NXT and AEW before we go. NXT, why don't you go ahead and start it off?
We do know that at the next pay-per-view, NXT TakeOver Portland, Tommaso Ciampa is he's going after Goldie. It just cracks me up when he talks to the belt. Goldie, yeah. Daddy's coming home. Daddy's coming home, Goldie. I like how he signed the contract.
He licked it too.
With the blood, his own blood.
Yeah, that was a little
And
defensive.
He smears it on the contract.
That shows that they're going for more edgier stuff.
Yeah.
So I'm digging it. Ciampa powerbombed him right through a table and then signed it. And the fans said, use your blood. Use your blood.
Yeah, they were
and
chanting, use your blood, exactly.
And he put it on the contract. So,
Shotzi Blackheart come into the ring in a little tank.
Yep.
Like a little kid tank thing.
Who's the guy that won the #1 contendership for Keith Lee's title?
What's his name? Was that Dijakovic or?
That might have been.
Was he the one isn't he the one he beat Damian Priest, right?
Yes.
It was Dijakovic. Because Damian Priest come out talking trash to Keith Lee.
Yes, and then
Dijakovic come out and
talking trash to Priest.
Yeah. Now Dijakovic and Keith Lee have had some hellacious battles in the past.
Oh, I believe it.
I've watched those guys with having matches.
And I
#1 contender matches for the North American title, in fact, was one of them.
Right
on. So yeah, that'll be good. Those two guys, they know each other well. Of course, we don't know. Rhea Ripley's taking on Bianca Belair at TakeOver.
Yep.
Finn Balor and Gargano, they're lining that up. That's gonna be a good one.
One part of NXT I really want to talk about is the Broserweights are the new Dusty Classic champions. Well, they won the Dusty Classic, the 2020. Mario Ronaldo or whatever his name is, the announcer, he sounded like he was
Mario Ronaldo.
Mamma Mia, he says. I don't get it.
Pete Dunne and Matt Riddle. Yep.
They're great. They're becoming
the
a great tag
Broserweights.
team.
They beat the Grizzled Young Veterans.
They are a great tag team.
To win the Dusty Rhodes Classic. Yes, absolutely. Congrats to them.
So
now about
AEW, I'm honestly, it's really hyping up Moxley and Jericho.
Moxley with the patch.
Yeah.
So
and I couldn't tell, but when he ran up in the crowd after that beginning segment of the show, it showed his eye, but it made it look like the eye kind of looked different. Like maybe he put a certain contact in or something. I don't know. Maybe that was just everything moving fast. But Jon Moxley and Jericho. Moxley cut an amazing promo. Jericho comes out to confront him with the Inner Circle plus 5 more guys, friends of, what is it, Santana and who else?
Yeah, who knows who they were.
So they came out and Moxley pretty much held his own. The refs got involved and, it got broken up.
So you think Moxley's going to take it or will Jericho win?
Here's the thing. Jericho is the very first AEW champion. He's the oldest AEW champion.
He's the longest reigning
AEW champion. He's the youngest reigning champion. I mean, we could stroke his ego all freaking day. But
no one's defended the title more times than
Jericho. Absolutely. But Moxley is AEW's Stone Cold Steve Austin.
I think there's more than one match with Moxley and Jericho. I think Jericho retains the first one.
You think so?
And then they have another match.
But like a stipulation match.
Yeah.
Like a steel cage or something. Have they done steel cage matches yet in AEW? I can't recall. I cannot recall.
Yeah,
a ladder match.
I could see Jericho beating him once.
Oh
and
yeah.
then losing the second time.
I mean, dude, here's the thing. And that could be very possible to keep it going. They're going to have a good feud. I mean, look at Jon Moxley, all the feuds he's had already with Kenny Omega. It's the matches he had with them. It's going to be entertaining. See, a lot of people don't remember when he was Dean Ambrose in WWE, he had a rivalry with Chris Jericho.
Yeah.
In a steel cage or Ambrose Asylum match. And it was a black steel cage with like weapons and barbed wire and stuff all around it.
Yeah.
So they've had clinics. They have had amazing matches. So this is just going to be another one for them to put in their book. Mm-hmm. Another chapter. And honestly, I think Jericho is who he says he is. I do think he is one of the best in the world. La Champion. And then you got one of my favorite wrestlers, Jon Moxley, who's on fire. He's white hot right now for AEW, and I personally, it can end in a disqualification too. We don't know.
This is true, yeah.
Maybe they don't give Jericho the victory. Maybe Jericho retains by disqualification.
Yeah. Well, like I said, I could. I would. Let's just say I wouldn't be surprised if Moxley won. Their upcoming match, but I also wouldn't be surprised
if Jericho would get the first victory.
I mean,
for their
one-on-one, it's a coin flip either way. But if I had to pick one, I think Jericho retains in the first match, and then they have another match,
and I can see.
And there'll be some sort of new crazy like stipulation to it, and then Moxley will win that one. No, because I think they want to. I think they
want to draw it out. I have a
feeling they want to draw because these are your two top guys.
Well, and then don't forget.
I think they want to keep this going a little bit.
Don't forget what storyline they're pushing is Cody Rhodes and MJF.
Yeah.
Which is going to be pretty damn good.
Speaking of also AEW, the rumor is that
they'll be inquiring a former WWE
Luke
superstar.
Harper will be making his AEW debut.
I am curious to see
in March.
I am curious
in his hometown of Rochester,
New York. But I am curious.
Brody Lee is what he'll be going by.
I am curious to see what type of character he's going to play, though.
Will he have the big beard?
Maybe he'll shave it. I think he may keep it just because that's kind of like his calling card. That's what he's recognized for.
Yeah,
But
I could see him maybe doing something different, maybe like big old handlebar type mustache, you know, kind of thing coming down, like a Paulie from American Chopper had, you know, Paul Senior.
Right. Oh yeah,
You know,
yeah,
that
yeah,
big old kind of handlebar, you know, mustache coming down, hanging down. I could see him doing something like that.
And I've always liked Harper. Harper was a good competitor, and you know, it's a shame they didn't utilize him well the last few years of his career in WWE, but I hope he has great success in AEW. Who knows, maybe he'll join the inner circle.
AEW don't have a lot of big guys.
It's a lot of high flyers.
Yeah, they got a lot of guys doing the jumpy flippies.
Yeah, when you say big guy, you're talking about actual size. You're not talking about stardom.
Yeah, no, I'm talking like physical stature, big guys.
I'm kind of wondering.
They got Luchasaurus Rex.
They need another.
They got, you know, Wardlow.
They need another championship.
You know, Jake Hager can't. You know, he's a big guy, but he can't wrestle right now because he's still under, you know, contract with.
Is that why he hasn't wrestled?
That's why he hasn't wrestled, because he's still under his MMA contract, and you know.
Really.
So, you know, he does, you know.
But I'm sure he will once it's up.
Oh yeah, I'm sure. Once either his contract's up, you know, he'll be done with it, or he'll renegotiate and he'll be like, hey, I want to be able to wrestle too sometimes, you know.
Well, let me just say this. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button.
Please, please, please.
Give us a big thumbs up, and then that notification bell.
And
help your boys out. 321 Screw.
Tell your friends.
To tell their friends.
Right, exactly, man. You know.
And then to tell their friends.
Let's get this ball rolling, man.
That's it, man. We're at 140 subscribers, man.
We're pumping out more stuff.
That's
it.
We just the challenge videos are coming up.
Challenge video, we got one coming up. We just recently did another. Should be probably tomorrow.
Yeah, because you'll be able to upload
it seems funny I'm saying tomorrow because, you know, at this time, but
really it's later this morning.
Yeah.
So,
but like you said, we got, you know, another movie review with the Captain Bill Big Shot Joe watching movie.
Yep.
You know, so we got some other stuff coming up in the future. So, you know, yeah, subscribe, hit that bell icon, cause
y'all come back now.
We're gonna start pumping them out, man. We're gonna start putting stuff out, getting more stuff for you guys to watch and see.
To
you know,
enjoy.
Different. You know, yeah, exactly. Not just all wrestling. You know, we want to broaden our horizons.
Expand our horizons.
Exactly.
So
you know, bring you more.
Been a lovely time, folks.
Yes.
I think it's a good time to say.
We want to, in the words of Ryback, feed you more.
321 Screw.
Oh man, I hope he doesn't see me do that, dude, and be like, what the hell, these guys are copying my stuff. I don't want that big son of a bitch angry with me. I enjoy watching your show. If you're watching Ryback, I like you. Always been a fan, brother.
Absolutely.
Please, don't come hurt me. So.
Nope.
Yes, folks. Please, you know, hey.
Stay tuned.
Yep, exactly. Keep watching. We'll keep talking about it, and yeah, subscribe. Share,
follow
me on Captain Bill on Facebook page, the Big Shot Joe Facebook page, 321 Screw Facebook page, and don't forget Beyond the Squared Circle Facebook group. Also,
wait, we're leaving somebody out.
Oh yeah, and to our boy Boston Mark, who was contributing some hollers from off screen. Thank you. And
of course.
Yeah, he's the one who
Mach, why don't you send us off?
And yes, last but not least, Macho Man, who
well said.
Real quick, yeah.
Well
we just want to get
your word.
What do you rate the Rumble match on a scale of 1 to 10? What do you give it? Okay,
Pretty
that's
good. That's fair.
that's not really a 1 to 10 scale, but that works. He says he gives it 4.5. Ooh yeah! So I guess that's good.
All right, I'm fulfilled. I think we had a successful Royal Rumble review show, and we'll see you guys next time.
Yep.
3, 2, 1.
Till then,
throw down.
Ah! It was like one of those old school freeze frame things like they used to do on the TV shows.
Like a 5-second pose.
Yeah. Yeah, in honor of Edge, we're gonna do a 5-second pose. 3, 2, 1, screw. Watch it.